name is Amna Al Haddad. I'm 22-year-old Emirati lady. Yeah, that's who I am. When I first started weightlifting, it was just me going to the gym, trying to experience what's in there. But once I started, I realized that weightlifting has so many other benefits than just, getting stronger, but you can actually lose body fat, you can increase your bone density, and you can gain a lot of confidence. So when I first started, it was about 2007. I was not as serious about it as I am now. But then, like, after a while, I realized that there's so much that I can do, that I saw myself getting stronger, and I started loving it, and that's how basically it started. And in 2009, my training became a lot serious, and here I am today. Basically, last year in April, I was introduced to CrossFit. At first, I did not even know what CrossFit was, but unlike other training regimes, CrossFit is it's a strength and conditioning sport. It includes everything from weightlifting, powerlifting, gymnastics, kettlebell training, metabolic conditioning. And at first, I was just doing it for fun, and then after a while, I realized that I want to compete. And in October, I decided I'm going to put everything on hold, my life on hold, everything on hold. And I started training 4 months for the CrossFit Games Open, which took place in February to March. And really, it was an amazing experience to just take part of a big competition that is international, because this competition has you compete regionally and internationally, so it's not just you competing locally. The competition was 5 weeks long, and each week there was a workout. And we did not know what the workouts are. So you just kind of throw anything at you, and you're expected to be able to do them, and if you don't, you're out of the competition. My goal for this competition was to make it top 60 women in the region, but unfortunately I could not do that. I scored 77 points, which left me 77th in the region among 170 women. And during that last week of the competition, I was actually contributing to a team score. And my team, and actually I scored good enough to the point that I was top 3 women in our team here in the CrossFit Life Park. And that gave me that idea of, wow, I can make it to the second stage, which was my initial goal, to go compete in the regionals. So yeah, that's my CrossFit story. Basically, CrossFit includes everything. We basically don't do the same thing every day. We do something different each day. Of course, we work on specific things that are individually required for us to do. For example, I am weak at my Olympic lifts, and I'd like to get them better, stronger. So I spend more time doing that on my free time. But when I'm in the box, which is what we call it here in CrossFit, I do whatever that's on the board, and it could be anything from running to rowing to handstands to pull-ups to push-ups to power cleans to deadlifts to squats. Whatever it is, you gotta do it. But the good thing about CrossFit is that anyone can do it. If you are 5 years old or if you're 70 years old. In a way, the reason why anyone can do it is because you can scale things down or scale things up. It depends on people and their abilities. When I found out that I actually qualified for the second stage of the competition, which is regionals in South Korea, I was extremely thrilled. This is my goal. This was my initial goal, and I had only 5 months to form 4 to 5 months training for this competition, which in reality is absolutely nothing. And then I started doing the first thing anyone would do is look for sponsors. Because I'm not going there alone. I'm going there with a team. We are 6 individuals from 5 different nationalities, and without my team, I could not go there. So looking for sponsors was a bit of a difficult situation, you could say. I didn't expect it to be. I got a lot of rejections, a lot of no's. A lot of people told me, "What are you doing to yourself? We don't want to support women who lift weights. You're wearing a headscarf and you're lifting weights. That's like what is that? So I got a lot of rejections, and because of these rejections, I really just had absolutely no more hope. Like, I just lost hope. Halas. I threw my hands in the air. I was like, there's only 2 weeks to go before the competition actually kicks off, and we cannot make our arrangements, travel arrangements in that short of period of time, because all of us have jobs, full-time jobs, you know. But last minute, I get this phone call from someone that I know, and he said, me and my partner are, you know, wanting to support Amna Al Haddad to go to regionals, and I almost cried on the phone. I was that excited, and thanks to Sultan Al-Darmaki for his help and support and believing in an ambitious young athlete, because it is very hard to find someone to believe in you sometimes, and the fact that he did, and he and his partner did, it means a lot to me. They made my dream come true, really. Honestly, it's an honor that I'm going to be able to represent the UAE in this international competition. And being the first Emirati woman and DCC national to actually take part, I'm hoping to encourage other women to actually take part as well, because sport is amazing. Once you find what you love to do, there is no going back, trust me. And I'm just really excited about going there, doing individually my own best, at the same time represent the UAE and what we have in store for the rest of the world. My mother was a little bit hesitant about what I was doing. She wasn't sure why am I doing it, and her main worry was whether I'm going to take off my scarf or not. That was her main. I told her, Mama, I want, you know. And from there on, I started explaining to her the benefits of what I'm doing, and she saw how much better I became as a person and how much more positive I started becoming. And she really accepts what I'm doing now, and she wishes me the best in the competition and in my sport adventures. It's really important to understand that following what you love to do is not as easy as some people might think. Yes, it has its amazing moments, but you have to also consider the days where it's going to be really tough, and how to push through these days. Because when you push through these days, that's when you get stronger mentally, and it really teaches you a lot of things, following what you love. It's not just about you doing it, it's you inspiring others, you helping others understand how to actually go through what they love, and how to pursue it without giving up. I had a couple of comments-wise, I had a bit of both, which is expected. You know, some people will support you, some people will hate what you're doing and start calling you names. Some people told me, Amna, what are you doing to yourself? You belong in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try not to attack them. But yeah, I mean, but at the same time, for every negative comment I got at least 10 more positive comments. I had people saying, Amna, you're really inspiring us. You're making me, like, every time I go to the gym, I think about you exercising, and it's really just focusing on the positives of the situation instead of the negatives that might come once in a while. Hi, I am Amna Al Haddad, and you're watching me on thinkup.ae.